Are you a dispatcher? Are you a pilot? And you're planning a flight into Europe? Some of the common mistakes we make that will cost the company, the airline, or cost the operator a lot of money. Hello, good morning. How are you today? How are you? Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing all our YouTube content. We are happy to always bring you new ideas, new innovations as far as aviation is concerned. Today we are going to talk about a very short but very, very profound aspect of aviation, which have to do with flying into certain regions of the world. We're going to concentrate on Europe. Are you a dispatcher? Are you a pilot? And you're planning a flight into Europe? Some of the common mistakes we make that will cost the company, the airline, or cost the client, because most times these bills or these accrued bills will be pushed to the client. Some of the common mistakes. When you are flying to European airspace, you need to understand that their airspace is peculiar, their airspace is sophisticated, and there are certain requirements you need to meet before you can fly in and out of European airspace. One of them is PBN. You have to be performance-based navigation certified. Your crew have to be trained. Your aircraft have to be equipped, and your aircraft also have to be certified. And how does that relate to your flight? Like if you plot a flight from Africa to Europe, you don't just plot a flight, fire your local flight plan, and go and sleep. Eurocontrol, which controls the whole of Europe, who comes in and who goes out, need to validate your planned route. Sometimes people have issue because their routes of flight are not properly validated, and at the end of the day, it causes a lot of issues. Several flights have had to be diverted to a different destination, even when they are carrying VVIP, serious dignitaries that shake the world power. But because of inadequate planning or inadequate gathering of information, knowing the do's and the don'ts, understanding the regional requirements, understanding the requirement of flying into Europe, they make this mistake, thereby costing the company more money and funds that could have been averted if we planned on time. Just as dispatchers, our job is planning. For instance, you're flying from Lagos or Abuja, or you're flying from Libreville, any African country, to let's say Frankfurt in Germany, which is under Europe. You need to make adequate findings. What is obtainable there? What is the regional requirement? You need to make finding what is the regional requirement. What do you need to do when it comes to the crew visas, the passenger visas? I'm specifically talking about those that work in the private jet industry, those that fly with the smaller jets. So you need to make adequate findings. Find out what is required. Some countries in Europe, you need to fill up some security information and send ahead, most of the time 24 hours before you depart your country or depart that region in which you are flying to Europe from. So there is need for us to actually make proper findings and investigation and make sure that we are not flaunting any rule. Because like Europe, everything is automated. You don't meet up to the requirement, they don't allow you into their airspace because the airspace is busy and flooded with aircraft, and they cannot allow you to become a disaster. When you have to do with the aircraft, there are certain minimum requirements of equipment, sophisticated equipment your aircraft need to have before it will be allowed into the European airspace, because almost everything there is automated. Automated air traffic control services and all that. So when next you're flying to Europe, you're flying to UK, you're flying to all these countries that have this lots of restriction, why not sit down, check the entry requirements, check the regional requirement, check the equipment requirement. Did you meet the standard? Is your crew trained and rated? Is your aircraft equipped and certified? Why not check all these things? It will help you save your company a lot of money that you burn on fuel, diverting to a different destination from where you have planned to go. Yeah, so it's very, very important that you do all these things. And the route you've planned, make sure that you validate it with Eurocontrol. Let Eurocontrol accept that route. That will now help us or help you make sure that your flight is going to fly seamlessly from point A to point B without being diverted or asking not to, or giving clearance to enter that airspace, in this case Europe. So this is where we're going to stop. Next time, in our next video, we're going to explain in details, more in detail, what is required when you're flying into all these regions like Europe, China, that have some serious flight restrictions. Because some places you may not be allowed to fly at a certain flight level, as high as this or as low as this. You have to follow all those altitude restrictions. You have to check forbidden areas that you are not supposed to overfly because of automated missiles. Automated missile that immediately you fly around those radar, the missile will automatically be triggered to follow the aircraft. So as a planner, as a dispatcher, as a pilot, you need to have this knowledge. It will help you in your next planning. Why not keep on liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting in our YouTube channel. It will help us get better. Thank you so very much for your contributions. Please, we are not perfect, we are learning, and we want to be better. So that your contribution is what is required for us to be better. Cheers. Shalom.